Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to jump on just for maybe a half hour or so. We're going to do a few more live activations and readings. Going to shuffle some decks while we're waiting for some people to come on board. And as we're waiting for people to come on board, we're just going to go over a few rules. I just ask that everybody reads everything that's on the screen. At present, we're going to try to do one card per person. I ask that everybody um, has some patience and only ask that question once. If you do get a card, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, if you wouldn't mind sharing, it would be great. That's how I get to my goals of new subscribers. And with that, let's shuffle some decks and let's ask some questions and let's see what comes out in the cards today. Had a very busy day with some private readings. I think those private readings went really well. So let's go with our first question of the day. Does anybody have a question? Put it into the chat window. Only put it in once. Be kind, be patient, and be polite. That's how we work here. And we try to get to as many people as we can. But if I can't get to everybody, I usually will do at least one or two pick-a-piles where everybody can get a chance to get an answer. Because I know everybody wants an answer, and usually I've got about 1,500 people asking. So we'll see what we can pull through. And with that, does anybody have a question that they want to put into the chat window? Please put it in there while I shuffle some decks. All right. Looks like we got a lot of people jumping in. Let's see what we have. All right. Will you find love, Tara? And that's a great question. And when we ask that question, what we want to do is we want to see what it is that is in our energy that is blocking love from coming in, because everybody's meant to have some love. And so let's see what's your block. Let's see what's going on. And so for you, it seems like it's age issues or an issue here. For some reason or another, whatever you're attracting is you're attracting somebody from, a big age difference, and Spirit's saying that you need to get over that. I hope that makes sense to you. And please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Kakushin, what's going on with your daughter? I don't do health questions because that creates programming, which I don't want to create, where if the cards say something bad, then you're going to think something bad and then you're going to manifest it. What's going on with that? And if your daughter's passed, I don't do mediumship. And let's take a look here. And Kimmy, yeah, I can pull you a card. Will you find some employment soon? Believe it. Yes, Spirit says you're going to find some employment. And for cow creation, Spirit is saying it's not the right time soon. So it means she'll be fine. You don't have to worry about it. Stop worrying about it is what Spirit's telling me. And yes, Emily, I am well. And hey, MJ, good to see you again. Let me go through here. We got a lot of people joining all at once. So we'll go over the rules one more time. Just put your question into the comments and be patient. Ask your question only once. If you want a card, just say, I want a card. And if there's a specific question around it, put it in there. But just make sure you're only asking once, because I usually ignore people who ask more than once because they don't read the screen. Eden Reckley, will 2025 be a good year for you? Well, you need to get into the energy saying that it is a good year. And yeah, MJ, I'll get your card right after this. And yep, it's going to be a good year for you. And so for MJ, let me feel into what you need. I think you need one of these, a clarifying life situations card, Spirit. We have, and Spirit popped out 2 cards, 3 cards right away. So we have We have an oasis ahead. We have rule with wisdom, and we have a spiral. Pay attention to little changes as they can grow into something meaningful. So, Spirit's saying there's some abundance coming, and it's going to come in very small increments. And as that comes in, make sure you're using your wisdom. Make sure you're not. You're really thinking about things as they're evolving. I hope that makes sense to you, MJ. And for those of you who are waiting for a card, please do be patient. I will try to get to as many people as I can. I'm not going to get to everybody because usually I get about 1,000 people's on here. So I try to see what I can get to and who I am called to. So just bear with me while I go through the list. And Sasquatch Joe, yes, you may have a card. Let's see what the card's going to come out for you, Sasquatch Joe. And for you, Sasquatch Joe, glittering debut. You will soon be center stage, right? Engage passionately, avoid passivity. So, Spirit saying you're about to hit a glow up. Be prepared for it. All right. And for those of you asking mediumship questions, I don't do mediumship questions. That's not my thing, but you can find somebody that is a medium. And bear with me while I go through a few of these cards and see who I am called to. Nim Nim, oh, you want a card? All right. For you, for some reason or another, I feel that you need a love card. Two cards came flying out, and I see wedding and soulmate. So it looks like there's a soulmate coming in for you, and the soulmate's going to come in with a commitment or the potential thereof. I hope that makes sense to you. And so bear with me, everybody. I got a lot of people jumping on all at once. Please make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing if you have gotten a card. And at the same time, if you have a question, only ask it once. I will try to get to as many people as I can, but I cannot promise everybody gets one. Let's see who I am called for. Barbara, let's see what we have here. For you, Barbara, we have live your dream. Spirit's telling you to really figure out what it is you truly are dreaming about, and then it's time to live that dream. I hope that makes sense for you. And Lisa Vallejo, let's see what we have for you. Two cards popped out. Spirit saying, speak up, but you got to change your energy first. You have to really kind of take a pivot and make sure you're speaking your truth. You're holding something back, is what I'm hearing, and you've got to change that energy of passivity to actually speaking your mind, taking your power back. I hope that helps you. And let's see, Penny. Let's see what we have for you, Penny. You have some obstacles to overcome, Penny. You have the strength to do it, but you have to believe. Start believing you can overcome this obstacle that you're facing right now. And 8-Bit Gamer, let's see what we have for you. For you, 8-Bit Gamer, it's time for you to create a routine other than just gaming. You know, you can't be playing Pong forever. You've got to actually create a routine for yourself, maybe meditate a little bit, whatever you're procrastinating on, it's time for you to start not procrastinating. I hope that makes sense for you. Let's see who else I'm being called to. And again, I'll try to get to as many people as I can. I'll only ask your question once. And M, yeah, that was for you. Let's see what we have here. So And thank you, Breakdances with Will. It's nice to see you again. And Mystic Empath, I'm going to get you a card here. All right, have faith, Mystic Empath. Remove the doubts and questions. You're ready to step into your blessings and claim what is already yours. Get out of that doubt. The more you doubt, the more you push it away. And bear with me, my screen just scrolled like crazy. And why does it scroll like crazy? Because we've just got a lot of people here, which is why I ask only ask your question once, because it spins around all over the place here. And let's see. Who else? Sarah Dollison. For some reason, I feel called that you need a card. And for you, change a bad habit. You know what this habit is. It's time for you to get rid of it. It's only holding you back. It's keeping you from what's rightfully yours. So it's a choice. You can choose to keep it or you can choose to change it, but Spirit's advising that you change it. And Patricia Ford, 101. Let's see what we have for you, Patricia. For you, it looks like this is a collective message too. A lot of you are in some bad energy. It's time for you to take a pivot. When we see take a vacation, what does a vacation mean? It means that you're getting away from what we call the Groundhog's Day effect, right? For your everyday routine. It's time for you to take a pivot in whatever you're doing, because whatever you're doing is giving you the same result over and over again. And Einstein said that was the definition of insanity. Making the same choices over and over again and expecting a different result. You need to find balance in yourself, and the only way you're going to do it is to get off the hamster wheel of karma and actually find that correct choice to get you back in balance. I hope that helps you. And that's for Patricia Ford. And let's see who else we have. And so bear with me. I'm trying to go through a lot of people here. And for those of you who, I'm going to point you out, Amanda Lynn Watkins, can you read what the screen says? Because I'm just going to, the screen is telling you what you don't do, and you're doing what I asked you not to do. So please don't. And let's see who else we have. And Alicia Dawn, I'm not going to pull that when your husband's going to file for a divorce. If you know he's going to file for a divorce, then there's nothing a card is going to help you with. So let's look at Ashley over here. Ashley, you are charming. And so Spirit's saying stop being a people pleaser. Be who you truly are. Don't try to kind of bend the knee to what everybody else wants you to be, or who they think you should be, or who you think you should be. Be who you are. Spirit saying that you are charming on your own. I hope that makes sense for you. And excuse me. Sorry about that, people. When I'm releasing from somebody's got a really bad throat chakra right here. Let's see who else we have. And yeah, my truth, yes, you may ask for one and you will get one. So for you, you actually got two. There's a glow up ahead for you, but in order for you to get to that glow up, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to start loving your journey. You got to get out of looking at everything in a negative space, tilt it a little bit, and find some positivity, whether it's a piece of key lime pie you had this morning, or, whether, you didn't get homework, from your teacher, whatever that is, you need to find that happiness. And once you find that happiness, you're going to have a glow up. Doe-Eyed Beauty, I don't remember, to be honest with you. When I channel what the cards come out, what the cards come out. It's third, if it showed third party energy, it's third party energy, whatever that is. Um, let's see who else we have. Mars Boy. Let's see what we have for you, Mars Boy. I feel that this is going to be a regular tarot. So bear with me. And just remember, everybody, I'm not getting to everybody today. I'm going to do a pick a pile in a few minutes so we can get some yes or no or a timing question. So for you, Mars Boy, we have something coming in. And what's coming in is going to be something very temporary, very quick. So it's going to be enjoyable. This is usually what I see as the affair card because everything around here is temporary. The flowers, the fields, the thatched roofs. And so what we want to do is we want to enjoy whatever's coming in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Enjoy it. And Trash by Tony. Yeah, you don't want to meet Gaga at her concert, to be honest with you. It's a very dark energy around her. Um, Terry Ellis. Let's see what we have for you. Let me feel into the cards. I feel this deck here. Wow, that one went right in my hands. So for you, we got two cards basically telling you the same thing. You need to build a true foundation. Whatever you're building right now, the foundation isn't very good. And you need to really look at that and build a strong foundation because you see we have take root and foundations. What are both of those? Those are both strong pillars that hold things up. The root holds the tree up no matter what the wind, no matter what, and the foundation does the same to the house. Whatever you've got that you're working on right now is on shaky ground. It's time for you to really build a better foundation. I hope that makes sense for you, Terry Ellis. And so, Shireen, I'm going to give you a card from your own higher self. Let me find the deck. I don't need your birthday. Birthdays are irrelevant in cards. What we really look at is energy, what the timelines are showing us at this now moment. So let's see what we have from your higher self to give you some words of encouragement. So bear with me. Spirit, what do you have for Shireen Simadulio? Two cards for you, and your higher self is saying uh, you're you're creating a you that you'll be proud of. Yeah, it may be a little messy right now, is what your higher self is saying, but you're getting rid of a lot of stuff, and you need to keep getting rid of a lot of stuff that no longer serves you. Once you get rid of all that toxicity, that density, all the drama that surrounds you, uh, you're going to be in a much better place and you're going to be proud of yourself. The sacrifices today you make will be worth it. So Spirit's saying it's going to take a little while. You're going to go through the mud. But as you go through the mud and you release all those things that are holding you back, you're going to be amazed at what you look like, what your life looks like a year from now. So I hope that helps you. That was from yourself to you. And let's see what we have here. So bear with me. I scroll up and down the line. I've got about 100 messages I haven't seen yet. I'm going to see what I can find for people who I am called to pull a card for. January, my next one that I have a card for. I feel you need a message. I feel you need a message from your higher self too. So let's see what we have. And just remember, I'm not going to get to everybody. So after this card, I'm going to do a we're going to do a pickup card so everybody gets a chance to get something because we got a ton of people here. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody coming on and being patient. I know it's tough because we all want answers. Wow, you got a lot, Jen. So sometimes the best things are created from chaos. So there might be a mess around you at this point. You also got the sacrifices and creating a you you're proud of. And Spirit's saying one more, be patient, trust the wait. Everything is coming together. So it's all coming together for you. There's divine timing is at play. Things need to align to get to where you need to be. You're going to be proud of yourself as well. This is a collective message because it's twice I've seen those two cards come up, and I shuffle the deck after each pull. So the chances of that happening are very slim. And when I see that, that means it's a message for the collective. Yeah, you might be going through a heap of doo-doo right now, but there is better times coming, but it's going to take some time. You got to release what no longer serves you anymore. And so let's take a look at who else we have here. And for those of you who are asking more than once, I never ask. You got to read the screen. We're polite, we're kind, and we're patient here because there's 1,000 of you. Everybody wants a card. I'd love to give everybody a card, but there's only one of me. So with that, that's why I say patient. So Cheryl Mullins Height, you were told you were cursed, right? Can I tell you if that's true? You know, only you can tell you if that was true, but honestly, if you are cursed, that's okay. You can just turn the curse away. The power about curses and black magic and anything else is that you're allowing it at some level, whether that's you consciously allowing it or whether that's you allowing it subconsciously. And most of this is all subconscious because many of us are not aware of it. But what you have to do is go in and heal yourself, and anything can be solved by allowing the frequency of love from yourself to come in and break any contract. And that's what curses are. They're a contract, and you've agreed to that contract at one level or one version of self. And what you have to do is break that contract that one version of self did. Um, that's how you do it. I do have some light language over on my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, to help break black magic and curses. The downside is that you have to believe that you're breaking it. Number two is that you have to also stop allowing it, because whenever any of that affects you, it's something that you're allowing. You're allowing the system to work. You have to exit out of that system, exit out of that contract, and it takes time. It's never wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's a lot of work and a lot of healing. You have to heal that timeline. And for everybody who's just not following the directions, I'm muting your accounts because for this live, because I don't want to see my screen scroll because somebody's asking the same question like a parrot over and over again. And let's see who we have here. So bear with me. And for those of you who do want protection from black magic and stuff, or you feel like that is, go over to my YouTube channel. I have some protection. It'll help you for a little while, but you have to fix it yourself. There's only one person can fix those things, and that's you. Teresa, there's a card for you. I'm just trying to feel into it. I think we're going to use this deck here. And for you, it's time. You've got a lot of stuck energy around you. It's time for you to move around a little bit, drink a lot of water, start allowing some stuff to flow. Exercise doesn't always mean exercise, but it means you need to release a lot of stuck energy. Also, another activation I have at my Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube. That's my healing channel. Always look for this logo right here. This tells you it's my channel. And it's all for free. If you want a personal healing, I do those personal healings as well. They range from $10 to $60, the same as my personal reading. So if somebody has something that they need to know a little bit deeper than a card, then what we're going to do is you can reach out for a personal reading. They range between $10 and $60. Lisa Rishi Todd, you're getting an energy card. Let's see what's going on for you. Seems like I got a busy time tonight, so I want to get a pick a pile up next. So just bear with me, Lisa. We're going to do you, and then I'm going to do a pick a pile for everybody. For you, Lisa, Spirit saying the world is yours. You just may not realize it at this time. You're in a real period of abundance. and you need to recognize it, allow for that abundance to come in. I hope that makes sense for you. And so we're going to take a quick break from answering any questions, and we are going to be putting a yes or no pile together. So what I want you to do is ask yourself a yes or no question. You're going to tune into your own intuition, and we're going to put 3 cards out, and I'm going to put a crystal on each card so you have an easy way to pick. And it's going to be a yes or a no answer. And so what you're going to do, because I have just too many people, I can't answer everybody's cards. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to get a card for themselves to answer their personal question. And because you already know the answer to everything that you are looking for anyway, we're going to allow you to tune into your own intuition and find the answer that you're looking for. So let's get 3 crystals. We have a red crystal, we have a purple crystal, and we have a yellow crystal. And so what we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves that yes or no question, right? And as you ask that self to yourself, you say, which pile do I choose? Right? And just say it in your head and then pick a pile. First one that comes into your mind, do not second guess your intuition. Trust yourself. Every one of you has the ability that I do to read a card. You just have to trust that you have it. So with that, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to ask your question and pick your card. You can put your card, you can put your color into the comments, red, purple, or yellow. All right. So let's see if we have. Okay, looks like we got a lot of them out here. That's awesome. Thank you everybody for playing this game. So let's now look at the red pile. For those of you who chose the red pile, your answer is yes. Finding fertile ground, steady growth, fruitful. So that's a positive to whatever that question you asked. If you've chosen a purple pile, your answer is yes. Getting satisfaction, good times, a happy ending. Oh, everybody likes a happy ending. Yes, sir. That's the Disney ending. We got a happy ending here. And last but not least, the yellow pile. And if you've picked the yellow pile, your yes or no answer is yes. This is the real deal. Your efforts bear fruit. So everybody got a yes. Awesome. So let me know if that resonated with you guys. Those are the piles and the answers. And let's get on to, we'll answer some more personal questions. I'm probably not going to stay on too much longer than a half hour. We're almost on that right now because I had a lot of readings today to do, some personal readings, really good ones. And Des, of course, you can have a card. You don't need to say pretty please because you are one of my favorite fans. So I appreciate you, Des. And let's see what I feel for you today. I feel you're getting this deck here. And so for you, Des, we have a few cards that came out for you. First one is that check who's around you. Somebody's being two-faced. They're not really being true to. They're saying one thing to you and something else to somebody else. Spirit's also saying, don't bear whatever burden that you're in alone. You've got support. There's people there ready to support you, but make sure you're using vigilance so you know who's not supporting you and trying to stab you in the back. And Spirit's also saying, avoid the lure of a quick gain because those things that glitter aren't truly gold. I hope that makes sense to you, Des. And let's get you here. And for those of you who are asking about mediumship, I don't do any mediumship, so I don't want to get you into that place of where, I don't want to be in that place of where you're looking for a medium. I can't answer that. Find somebody who professes to be a medium. That's just not my skill set. I like to do things I can do myself that I'm confident. And Becky, can you get a card? Yes, you can. And let's see what we have here. What we have for Becky's spirit. And just remember, I can't get to everybody. We tried. That's why we did a couple pick piles. The temple path. And for you, Becky, it's time for you to really dive into your spirituality. Start digging into connecting to self. Start allowing yourself to be open to self. Start allowing the frequency of love to come in. Your spirit is ready for it. You're ready to open up, and it's time for you to start really seriously trying to. Um, Let me roll up here, see who else I might have missed. Julie, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what I have for you. I feel it's a higher self card. So let's shuffle this deck. And I am backed up like 200 messages, so just bear with me, people. I won't be able to get to everybody. For you, Julie, 1, 2, 3, 4. Storms may be passion, but not peace. So Spirit's warning you about the passion, right? Make sure that there's a connection that you have that's a little bit more than a surface, one that's usually with anxiety, like that butterflies in the stomach. That's not peace. Peace is up here in your heart space. Hope that makes sense. And Manda 1970. Let's see what's going on with you. Let's see. Is everything going to work out for you? Let's see what the energy says around you at this now moment. And for you, Manda, there's a lot of deceit around you. You need to be really careful around who's in your inner circle. You probably have a lot in that circle that are just, not who they truly pretend to be. Make sure you're looking at their actions and words and see if both are aligning. That's what the cards are telling you. Anything deeper would be a personal read. Let's see what we have here. And so Nancy Fallon, it is what it is. You have choices of belief, and so if you actually look into the scriptures, they talk all about spirituality and stuff. You just have to dig deeper, but it's okay. I mean, everybody has their own place. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. You just believe what you feel you believe. There's no judgment here. Um, let's see what we. Oh, we reached the goal! Yay! Deborah, let's get you a card. I feel called to give you a card. And for you, you're in a place, it's the first chakra, Archangel Michael, right? Now, I'm not an angel believer. I don't believe in the angels. You don't need anything but yourself. But what this signifies is safety, right? And somewhere you're not feeling safe. You see where that is. That's why he has the sword, because he needs to feel safe and protected. And somehow you're not safe and protected at this point. Ungrounded is usually what we'll call that. And what you want to do is you need to start working on your grounding, find out what it is that you feel is unsafe, and you need to find it and heal that, because that's going to hurt you in the long term, and you want to heal that. This channel is all about spiritual healing, not so much about just soothsaying and future telling. I hope that makes sense. Um, Mark Sewell 80, your left eyes keep jumping since yesterday. Well, maybe it's pollen season. Maybe there's some pollen going around, but let's see if there's a clarification card for you in this deck. That's an interesting thing. A lot of times when your eyes are flickering, that's just you trying to compensate for its attacking self. So what do we have here? We have Fate's turn. Roll the dice. Spirit's basically saying uh, push forward, and veiled clarity. So something's trying to come in. You're not allowing it to come in. That's probably why your eyes are jumping since yesterday. Spirit's saying it's time for you to just kind of push forward, connect to self. And as you connect to self, this clarity is going to come in, and maybe your eyes will stop twitching. Possibly your eyes are twitching because parts of yourself don't want you to see what you're meant to see. And let's see who else we have here. Bear with me while we go through things. Got a lot of people on cards. And let's see. And for those of you who are just asking over and over again for a card, I'm just muting your account because it's just too much, screen scrolling way too much, and I can't focus on who I meant to speak to. All right, Kathy Kitchen. Let's see what we have for you. For you, I'm feeling there's a situation and love card for you, Kathy Kitchen. And for you, it is social media. Somebody's keeping tabs. All right, so somebody's stalking you on social media, or you're stalking somebody. The cards aren't giving me much more information on this, but there is someone in the wings. And let's see what else we have here. My screen is scrolling here. Let's see. King Biatch. Just because I'm giggling at the name, I'm going to give you a card. And for you, you're getting a love card. Not sure if you need one, but you're getting one anyway. We got a few cards come out for you. So, all right. So this is an interesting one. So for you, you got your magnetism is at all-time high because you got a rendezvous that's coming through, and it's going to have a lot of passion because we have quality time, physical connection, and affirmation. So this is going to be somebody that's going to be fawning over you, and this is coming in pretty quickly. Hope that helps. King Biatch. Seems like Queen Biatch is on its way. Let's see what we have here. And you're welcome, Kathy. So let's see what else we've got. Bear with me while I go through. And for everybody who keeps on asking over and over again, I just mute you because I do need people to read, pay attention, be polite and be kind. You'll come back the next cycle, and when I come live, and you can get a card. But I won't do it to people who just keep on asking me, 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 me. It just never works. Let's see who we have here. Norlene Clark. Let's see. I feel an energy card for you. And for you, I've got a lot of hostilities. So you need to get out of that energy of hostility, of anger. You got to release that anger. And once you do, you got a happy family coming in. It's very easy, but yet difficult. Release whatever you're holding on to. It's time to forgive, forget, and let go. Move on. Get into your happiness and abundance. All right, let's take a little drink here. And I think I'm going to do another pick a pile because there's just way too many people here. So what we're going to do is a lot of people are asking about their special someone. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a situation and love card, and it's going to give you some clarity around something inside of that space. So Spirit, give me a few cards here for the collective. All right. So again, this is going to give everybody a chance to get a card. Even if I've muted you, you still have the ability to get a card because it doesn't require you asking a question. It just requires you using your own intuition. So we're going to do purple, red, and yellow. We're going to ask ourselves, what does love want to tell me in this now moment? Right? So we want to make sure that we're asking our question to ourselves. And so for those of you asking about your person and anything around love, just ask, what does love have for me right now in this now moment? And pick your color, purple, red, or yellow. and find out which one it is. Don't second guess yourself. So I'm going to give everybody 10 seconds to go ahead and ask your question. Because we try to get everybody a card. I know there's 1,000 people, everybody wants a card. I do these to help everybody get something out of this because if you've been patient, you've been polite, you've been kind, I try to make sure you get it, even if I can't get you a card specifically. So with that, let us go to the question and let's pick our pile. So pick whatever your intuition said. Don't second guess it. Always trust your first answer. So if you pick the purple pile, you've been blocked and you have a lot of obstacles. So whatever's going on with your love, most likely your person has blocked you. Your person has got there's some obstacles around it. There's third party energy, whatever it is. This is not in the cards at this moment in time. If you've picked the red pile, something unexpected is about to occur. I won't tell you what it is, but there's going to be, it's going to snap, crackle, and pop. It's going to be a strike of lightning, good or bad. I'm not going to tell you, but something unexpected is going to happen. And if you've chosen the yellow pile, there is a lot of competition, the other woman, the other man, third party, whatever you want. So that's not good energy. You want to get out of that energy. If you have somebody that has that energy, it's time to release them. And so hopefully that will answer your questions. Let me know if that resonated for everybody who has who has had a question around relationships, around love. All right. Gives everybody a chance. Make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. For those of you who have been patient and have been waiting for a chance to get a card, I'm going to do a few more cards, but mostly I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a chance to win a full reading. Okay, this is on my Facebook page, right? It's not my group, but it's an actual page. So here's the link to it. If you follow this page, what you will do is you will, if you're in the first 100, I think I have probably about 20 people on the page now. If you're on the first 100 that are following that page, you get a chance to win. It's a 1 in 100 chance to win a free reading or a free healing. And that's a full reading or a full healing, which is a $60 value. And that will be for free for one person who is in the first 100 that likes and follows that group, because I need to get 100 followers so that I can go live and do what I do here. I love TikTok. TikTok is probably the best venue for live because a lot of people are browsing and perusing at all points in time, so we can have a lot of fun with some questions and such. So with this, let's see who else. I'm going to probably do about 2 more people, and then I'm going to call it a night. I've had a really busy day today with personal readings. If you are guided to get a personal reading, I do them. They range anywhere from $10 to $60. My full price list and everything is in the pinned comments on my profile, and you can also just DM me or email me at silver.fox silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com, and I could give you a whole list of what prices I do. I do both spiritual healing through light language as well as full readings. Full readings come with a light language healing included, and the full healings come with a little bit of a card read in there as well included. So let me see who else I feel called to, and we'll go from there. So let's look at EMC HAPCB. Let's see what card wants to come to mind for me. For you, it's the higher self. Let's see what your higher self wants to say. EMC HAPS. We got 2 cards and one fell straight to the ground, which generally means this is happening in a now moment. It's the most important. And so Spirit's saying you have many layers of truth to discover. And why is that? Because it's time for you to go within and start connecting to self, so self can tell you all about yourself. And your heart always knows the way. Simply trust it. And this is what I told you guys in the pick a card, right? You want to always trust your intuition. The more you trust yourself, the more your intuition will be on point. don't second guess yourself. That's where everybody starts to overthink, and it always goes south from there. And let me see if I can pick one more person before I do end this one. Let me see what we have here. And so this one's going to be for Christine. You're going to be my last person. So let's see what I feel into for you. I feel this deck. Did I pull this deck out? I got to find it. There's a deck I want to use, and it's hiding from me. So there we are. I found it. Hiding under the yes or no's. And rediscover yourself, Christine. What are your interests, or what are you hiding? You sell to please others, right? Hiding yourself to please others. Spirit saying, take the mask off. Stop being a people pleaser, Christine. You're doing things that you think other people are going to want you to be, want you to look, want you to feel, want you to act, but you got to be you, and it's time for you to find out who you are, not who you that you think you other people want you to be are, because it's time for you to really take that mask off, connect to self, figure out what part of you is trauma and what part of you is the real you. And it's going to take time and a lot of tears, but once you get through it, you're going to be much happier. I hope that resonates with you, Christine. And with that, that is my evening for tonight. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. I thank everybody who has come here for a reading. And for those of you who did get a reading, make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. Also, make sure you have your notifications on, because I come on as much as I can to do some free stuff. I do paid stuff as well, but I like to give back to people who just need a quick answer. And that's okay. Key is always just ask a question once. And if you did get an answer, don't ask the same question over again, because what you'll do is you'll create lack within yourself, because you're doubting, and you need to believe whatever the answer is, and keep on asking over and over again just ruins it. It ruins your energy, ruins everything. And you just got to allow and let the flow go through. Readings are good because they give you an idea of what a photo in time is, but just remember, everything can change on a dime. Every decision that you do can change on a dime. And if you put too much focus on something and too much expectations, then what's going to happen is the expectations always lead to disappointments. So you need to allow to flow. And that's why you use readings as a tool and not as a crutch. We do it here differently than most others. I do energy readings. I want to see what energy's around you, what things are toxic in that energy, what things are positive, and how do we move from that toxic, what I call hamster wheel of karma, all the way over to the energy that brings you into the manifestations that you desire. I'm not going to tell you a silly story. I'm not going to tell you what's going on with your person, because we don't really care in the end, because you really only have to care about you, because as you become more healed, you become more magnetic, and if that person is meant to be in alignment with you, they will be. So we don't need to worry about that. Anybody who keeps on focusing on that third party is only going into a place of lack. It sounds uncaring, but it's true. It's the way the universe is run. I didn't create it. Well, maybe I did. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we have to live within what's inside of this polarity universe until we heal ourselves out of it. And so with that, I thank everybody. Please make sure you are following the channel. If you're into getting healing, you want to choose to heal, choose to feel, go to my Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube, where I have over 500 light language healings there, all for free. If you find that they resonate with you and have done you some good, then you can either just make a donation, or you can reach out and get your own personal light language healing, which is going to do a lot more than what you get from the collective stuff, because it's going to have codes specifically for you. And Tweety Bird, if you're interested, go to my site. It's free, Silver Fox Spiritual. It's on YouTube. Look for this logo. There's over 500 healings that are for the collective for free. If I ask that you try them first, one or two of the free ones, if they resonate, if they help you, then reach out for a personal one. You won't be disappointed with the personal ones because they're specifically meant only for your situation and not for hundreds of situations. And with that, please make sure you're liking, following me on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. And I will see you at the next reading. And I'll probably be posting this either on Readings by Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube or up here on TikTok as a replay. So if you've missed whatever the card is or you forgot it, you can always come back and watch the replay. Have a great day, and thank everybody for all those wonderful little gifts that they sent. Wasn't needed, but I appreciate it. And I thank everybody for taking the time, in your life to take about an hour to get some readings and have some fun with me. Have a great day.